Hey, thanks for coming to another informative video about irrigation systems. If you'd like to, I have other videos about other subjects, so don't forget to subscribe. Today we'll be talking about master valves. Master valves in irrigation talk refers to a valve which can be and is controlled electronically, and it's placed on the line to completely turn off a whole system. You may have noticed, or not, on the timer's panel there is a spot, which is generally unused, labeled as MV or in some cases P for pump. In both cases, these terminals will give off constant 24-volt power throughout the whole duration of the watering cycle. Only the zones calling for water will send power to the appropriate zones. Here I have an example of a typical system with three zones. Outside there's a standpipe, inside there's a backflow device or a shutoff. Double-check valve assemblies are both equipped with two backflow devices and shutoff valves in the single device. Master valves are placed close to the shutoff to a system to gain control to the main water line flow of the water. When the outside valves are wired, the common wire goes to all the valves, and then each other colored wire will go to each individual valve on that system. A master valve is simply another irrigation valve, but this valve is wired to the master valve terminal on the controller. Now remember, this terminal has constant power, so it means the valve will remain open to allow the program to cycle through. The master valve will then shut down the system after each cycle. Now some pros and cons as to why master valves are used. You can shut down a whole entire system electronically. It also serves as a second valve, so it's added protection during the winter time to not allow water to get by or seep through. In some cases, when you can't find a leak, I've had this done before where I wasn't able to get underneath the concrete where there was this leak, so a quick fix I had in place was to put on a master valve just to shut the system down, so in between valve boxes there was no leaking. And lastly, it protects against vandalism, so nobody can turn on the water while the system isn't running. A few reasons why not to get a master valve. It does eliminate the outside tap, so if you do, hook up a hose to it and want to use it, you'll be surprised, oh darn, it doesn't work because the inside valve is shut off. If you run into a problem with the system and you need to do some troubleshooting, sometimes it's an annoyance to have to go inside and make sure it's on all the time, and then you may forget it on. And there's just been times when I'm fixing an irrigation system and I really wish there wasn't a master valve on it. And the last thing really is that it is an added cost. You don't really need one if you don't have to have one, but they are a great thing. So master valves, there you go. Do you need one? Do you have one? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.